New Era Podcast in the motherfucking building. What up with y'all, man? It's my guy, guys. If you missed the live stream on Caffeine, don't worry about it. I'm uploading it right now to YouTube, so that'll be available tomorrow morning. But don't fucking miss Sunday, cause Sunday I got Tay Rock in the building. The week after that I got Loso in the building. The week after that I got Math. Week after that I got Averb. So it's about to get real lit for my dumb advice, man. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a battle rapper, and these are my friends, so why not interview them? I know I was like, what the fuck am I doing? But I actually enjoy interviewing people. I feel like I got a niche for it. I like doing it. You know what I mean? I realized how good I was at it when I started doing Mio. So I feel like, actually when I started doing the real rap sheet, I realized it. And then it was just like, blew my mind. Yeah, I definitely got Rock pulling up. So tune in Sunday to My Dumb Advice, only on Caffeine. You'll definitely get to see me kick it with the boy Tay Rock. Tay Rock is one of my favorite battle rappers. So we definitely gonna vibe and have a mighty good time. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be lit. Thanks for the donation, lovable princess. Appreciate the love, baby girl. Appreciate you. Alright, man. You know why I'm here. I'm here for the Q&A. I like to vibe out with the fans, vibe out with the people. You know what I'm saying? And just have a good time. Let's have a good time. So, what's the newest project you put up? I heard a couple Jimmys you had before and they were good. These interviews you talking about, where do I watch them? So Mike, if you looking to see the interviews, it's on Caffeine. If you don't know what Caffeine is, it's a streaming platform, kind of like YouTube. But get the app, it's free, and follow me on Caffeine at Ms.Fit. That's MsDotFit. Ms.Fit. And make sure you following the verified Misfit. It might be some pretenders out there. I don't know. It might be some pretenders there. I don't know. But if you in the chat, hit the like button. Share the broadcast. I know it's about 1 a.m. right now. I don't know who's up. But I'm up, baby. I'm up and I'm live with y'all right now. Hey, Charles, I see you mentioned jazz. See, we got a little rule on My Dumb Advice. When you mention jazz, you got to cash at me $10. So my cash app is also Ms.Fit. MsDotFit. Cash app it. Cash app. Alright, so Smoke'em says, did you really say I'm out to Mio? Alright, so I'll address what she just mentioned. So earlier, there was some controversy with Knowledge and Math, and I tweeted I'm out with the peace sign. I'll elaborate a little bit of what that was. That was just basically me tweeting the regular random shit that I tweet. But because of the situation that was happening at the moment, everybody saw it to be like, oh, she's leaving Mio. But that shows how fucking mixy y'all are. Everybody's so damn mixy that they was like, oh, she's leaving my Oxford Opinion because she tweeted, I'm out. Y'all should see the rest of the random shit I be tweeting. But that was kind of like, yo, I'm out. I'm off this. This is dumb. I'm out of here. I didn't like what I was seeing on Twitter today. It was a lot of fuck shit. But, it's the type of shit you wake up to as a battle rapper. It's the type of shit you wake up to. You know what I mean? It be like that. Alright, can I take you out on a date? You definitely can if you buying all the food. And I eat a lot. I like expensive steak. So unless you try to come out the pocket, you really don't want to go on a date with me. Yeah. So Bill Nye says it's a cop-out. We know what you meant, but good save. Yo, man, I ain't got to save shit. I say what the fuck I want. I said I'm out. Means I'm out. I'm off this conversation. The conversation y'all was trying to have. So I was definitely off that conversation. That's where the fuck I was at with it. So John Garcia says, what are your thoughts on math and knowledge? I mean, here's my thoughts on the shit. Right, and share the broadcast. Tell everybody I'm on, because I'm not trying to repeat myself. I didn't speak about this shit earlier. I didn't want to speak about it now, but since I do have a huge fan base, and I feel like everybody keeps asking me the same question, I thought I owed it to my fans and my people to at least speak on the situation. So boom. So math and knowledge are in a quarrel, or whatever you call it, whatever the case may be, or in a disagreement for knowledge doing a blog with goods, and the content of the blog wasn't approved, or math didn't like that knowledge did an interview with goods when goods was kind of talking bad on math, if I'm correct, right? I believe that's what it was over. I believe that's what the whole situation was about. Yeah, I believe that that's what it was about. Now my opinion on that is, I spoke a little briefly about the situation. Now, let's just say I delete who it is, right? Let's just say I delete math out the equation, I delete knowledge out the equation, and I'm just looking at the situation. Now, knowledge is a battle rap media. He interviews battle rappers. That's what he does. That's his thing. And math is also media and also a battle rapper. It is technically knowledge's job to interview people, right? Obviously, because knowledge has a show with math, there creates some kind of conflict of interest in some situations where potentially, we all inherit each other's bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Because if math got some issue with somebody, they just automatically assume I have an issue with them too, because we're on the same show and shit like that. But if I just took them both out of the situation, I see why it would be normal for knowledge to do a blog and not feel like it was a bad thing. I feel like I get where knowledge is like pretty much, all right, I'm gonna do this blog because this is what I do, this is what I've been doing, boom, 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 boom. I also can see why math would be upset about it. I also see where he would be upset about it, because he has a very close relationship with knowledge. He does the show with knowledge, and here is knowledge interviewing somebody that is talking bad on his name, or whatever the case may be. Now, maybe I will feel like the same way in the future. Like, maybe if I had some serious beef with somebody and they were interviewing them, I probably would feel the same way too. So, I got to think about it in that perspective. But also, I mean, come on, man. I don't know. I think this is all battle rap at the end of the day. A lot of this shit is just bullshit. Nobody really has real beef. So, like, when bitches be coming at me on, like, blogs and shit, I don't really take it that serious, because it's like nobody hitting me up personally. As far as, like, the Twitter shit between math and knowledge, I don't necessarily agree with that. Only because I feel like, it didn't have to be handled on Twitter or whatever the case may be. They could have spoke about it and dealt with it on their own terms. It didn't have to be like a display for everybody to see. So I get it. You know what I mean? Whole shit was weird, right? For me. Think about it in my perspective, right? I fuck with knowledge, I fuck with math. And then I wake up and I see everybody and their mother hitting me up. Yo, what's going on? Math got beef with Knowledge. What the fuck is happening? He fired him. I'm like, he fired him? Fuck you mean? Like, this is crazy. So it's not like Math called me and was like, yo, Fit, I'm about to fire Knowledge. Nah, that didn't happen. I had no recollection of any of this shit. I didn't know what was going on. So when it was brought to my attention, it probably was brought to my attention at the same time that it was brought to everyone else's attention. So no, because I'm on the show, I didn't get fucking the exclusive drop on what was going on. Nah, had no idea. To be quite honest, I still have no fucking idea what the fuck is going on. So I'm going to just keep it like that. I don't know exactly what's happening. I just know, one, everybody keeps asking me, are you still on the Mio show? To my knowledge, yes. If Math wanted to fire me or whatever the case may be, I'm pretty sure he would tell me first. So that didn't happen. And you know, like Knowledge said, you can't fire me. You know what I'm saying? That's one. And two, it's like, I don't know, man. I just feel like the world just be too consumed with everybody else's shit. It's like, yo, I get it. It's on Twitter for everybody to see. So, of course, everybody's going to kind of tap in and chime in. But dudes was hitting my phone that I ain't speak to in years. Bro, you ain't even say happy Thanksgiving. Don't hit me up for the tea. Get the fuck out of here, man. Real shit. Like, nah. And also, shout out to Math and Knowledge. But if Math would have came for me like that, I'd have knocked Math the fuck out, B. Put that shit in the headline. Put that shit in the headline. But I'm so glad, because I heard that got on YouTube and hashed it out. I'm so glad they hashed it out without me having anything to do with it. Because, yeah, that's corny. Like, we don't want beef. We don't want internal beef. Like, at the end of the day, Mio is probably, for me, it's the best show. It's the best battle rap show out. Hands down. There is nothing better than Mio. Tell a friend that I said that. So basically, the show would not be the same without Knowledge. The show will not be the same without me. So if Math decided that he didn't want those exact people in his show anymore, then he would have to just scratch the entire show and make a whole new show. Or just double down his money on Read Between the Lines, because my expert opinion would not be what it is without all three of us. So I'm glad that whatever the fuck it was, they figured it out, they got it down, and everything is Gucci now. Because picture going to work and then the two people you work with is being catty with each other. We don't got time for that. Nobody got time for that. We don't got time for that. There's money to be made. We got to get this chicken. Stop arguing on Twitter, because that's not the move. Let's get this bread and keep it pushing. We got checks to sign. We got shit to do. And again, we the motherfucking trio. Ain't gonna be no duo. Ain't gonna be no one-offs. Unless I quit. Now, if I quit, then y'all assed out. Y'all never gonna have a show. But I know everybody's busy. I just want to touch a bit about on it, because, you know, it's dumb. It's dumb. All this shit is dumb. Nobody needs to argue, but I do see both of their perspectives, or at least what is put out there. You know what I mean? Just looking at those scenarios in general, just looking at that, yeah, I can see how Knowledge could do the interview and feel like he was doing his job, but I also can feel how Math can consider that disloyal, or how Math can consider that, you know, not to be the way to go right now. But it's tough, because I feel like all three of us are individual brands, and we With our powers combined, we make this one machine that is impeccable. You know what I mean? That is phenomenal. It's a phenomenal channel. So fuck whatever in the background, like, yo, I could hate knowledge to death, or I could hate math to death. But the only true fact that still remains is this show is the best battle rap podcast out. So whatever personal differences they have, it's best to figure it out and continue to move how we've been moving in order to continue to get this bread and continue to contribute to the culture like we have already had. You know what I'm saying? Because I honestly don't believe that we can continue to have a successful show without knowledge. Don't care how much I hate on knowledge. Don't care how much I be talking shit in the comments about knowledge. There ain't no Mio without knowledge. So I'm glad that they figured it out. But then again, I get it. Like, I see people saying, yo, math, like, what I see, the trending topics I see is, yo, math got a point. Knowledge is disloyal. He shouldn't be doing that. This and that and third. Yo, if you in the chat, hit the like button. Y'all wildin'. Hit the like button. I get what y'all see. Y'all seeing it's a disloyal move. It's a disloyal move. But it's hard to know who got real beef in this shit, to be honest. Everybody be talking shit about everybody. It's crazy. On camera. You know what I'm saying? I don't like half these bitches in the battle rap community. And I'm pretty sure Knowledge be fucking interviewing them. So it's kind of like, should I just understand that it's just an interview? Or should I be like, yo, you just can't fuck with people that I don't fuck with? It's tough. But, I mean, I do think they could have just handled that on the sidelines. It didn't have to go to Twitter. It didn't have to go online. Whatever it was. It didn't have to get where it went. But I see how when people have strong emotions, sometimes they act impulsively. You know, I'm guilty of it at times. Bitches have said some disrespectful to me, and I kind of went crazy on Twitter. I've had those situations. It's happened. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Let me check out the chat, because I feel like I'm neglecting y'all, and I'm just going on and on. I don't want to neglect the chat. You know what I mean? So Don Leonardo says, it's just an interview. Good spoke on math, not y'all show. All right. So then Bella says Goods was hating hard. Okay. Ain't no Mio without knowledge born. Hit Hoffa on that Nicki, ma. What was going on? But yeah, I think we all see people's point. I see people's point. But at the end of the day, should it have been done? What is your opinion? Do y'all feel like should it even have been addressed in the first place? Alright, so Jared says yes. He should have gave Math a heads up, but at the same time, Knowledge had a job before Mio. He interviewed battlers, and not a lot of battlers like Math, but I get it. I mean, yeah. Pretty much half of the URL dislikes Math. So I mean, Knowledge, his interviews is about to be cut in half if we don't interview nobody that don't like Math. Hey, I get it. Hey. But on the other hand, Antonio says, Math don't have no point in all. The man is media. How the hell you going on your show and talk about everyone, then he go to the events? You pissed the interview, and there was a lot going on there, honey. Not at all. Matt have to get out of his feelings. Knowledge did nothing wrong. Knowledge doing his own business. Math has nothing to do with it. So Knowledge should not continue to build his platform because battle rappers are doing what battle rappers do, talk shit on camera. Nah, man, like I said, I get it. Like if we go, if we do that, right? If I say if I say yo Knowledge, you can't interview nobody that don't like me. That's probably all the female battle rappers. Probably. Yeah. But to be honest, I just bruh, we everything gonna be good. Knowledge and math is gonna be good. As you can see, they hashed it out. You know what I mean? They they did what they had to do. You know what I mean? Math has strong opinions. That's something I can say probably honestly. He has strong opinions, and how he feels about something is how he feels about something. Me and Math go back and forth a lot. Like we both have very strong opinions, and for the most part, it ends up being productive because I mean we go back and forth to get to like a greater good for the show to be the best show that you guys see on an everyday basis. But we are three separate entities with three separate jobs, three separate objectives outside of my expert opinion. So this is expected to happen. And I expect Knowledge to interview other people. I expect Knowledge to maybe at times interview people that may not like me. I get it. I understand. But you can't change how people feel about shit. It is what it is. Because for instance, my perspective is different between Knowledge and Cortez, right? So if Cortez is interviewing somebody that I don't like, then yeah, I'm gonna take it to heart and I'm gonna wow out. I'm not gonna let that shit rock. I'm gonna be like, cool, you're wilding. You did some real dickhead shit. That's corny. And I'm gonna make it right. You know what I'm saying? But if it was Knowledge, because when I met Knowledge, that's what he was doing when he met me. So I can't just make him change his whole lifestyle just because of me. Now, if I'm paying him enough to like quit his job, then that's a different story. You know what I'm saying? Then I can say, look, I give you enough money for you to say, yo, fuck everybody else. It's all about what we doing right here. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Knowledge has to support his family. I get that. I understand that. I understand the loyalty perspective of it as well. I have the same bond with Cortez. I feel like Cortez can't fuck with nobody that I don't fuck with. He is not allowed. He's not allowed. He cannot do it. You know what I'm saying? But that's why like I only set expectations with people based on what I have understood that I'm gonna get from the situation. As soon as I meet somebody, I'm like, all right, cool. This is the role we playing together. This is what we doing, whether we business partners or not. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we all somehow, some shape or form might come across this same kind of scenario. You know what I'm saying? It was a similar situation where I think I actually hit up Farrah to do my expert opinion episode, and she didn't hit me back. But then Math called me and said, yo, Farrah wants to do the episode. So I was like, nah, fuck that. Like, I hit her up. She could have hit me up. For her to just go around and go to you, like, you not talking to me, but you talking to him, that's weird. So that makes me feel like you don't fuck with me. So I was like, Math, fuck that shit. Fuck that show. We haven't seen the show since. So I respected that. You know what I mean? I don't expect us to interview somebody that I just don't fucking like. So if they even present that to me, I feel away. You know what I mean? The only one that ain't even y'all, Murder Ave. I don't know what that means. Um, I mean, I don't know what you mean about the surf interview. Again, like it's the biggest reason why I didn't even want to respond to none of this shit is cause real shit, it's not my business. It's not. It's none of my business. Like what two grown ass men got going on is dead ass their business, especially if it's about how one another feels about something. It's like, yo, y'all grown ass men, y'all gonna talk about it. I'm not choosing sides because that's the easiest way to just get a slap in the face. You ever had two of your friends arguing and then you take one side and then they make up and now everybody just mad at you? I'm never gonna be that bitch. No. I feel like they got an issue, they gonna hash it out, they gonna figure it out like grown ass men do, and they'll be alright. Like nobody's gonna die, nobody's gonna get beat up. Like at the end of the day, I'm a professional and I handle everything on a professional note. If you ain't coming to me as a professional, I don't even hear you. It's like you talking Chinese to me. Like I don't got nothing to do with that. But to be honest, I'll be 100% honest with you. Still, till now, I still not have watched that Goods interview. So I don't even know what Goods said. And again, I'm not even the type of bitch to go to the Goods interview and watch it. Cause on a regular, I'm not out here looking for Goods interviews. Don't give a fuck. Ain't nobody gonna get killed, smack. Like, when me, knowledge, and math talk, we talk about money moves, we talk about business moves, we talk about business for the most part. And you know, whenever we have social endeavors and we having fun or we in Miami and we chilling or whatever, then that's what we do. But anytime I feel like Mav has his own personal relationship with each and every one of us. We're not always in the same place at the same time. Math will probably be with Knowledge this day. He'll probably be with me this day. But when we do the show, we link up. You know what I mean? But and yeah, I kept it a buck. I'm keeping it a buck now. Do I feel like going on Twitter and talking about it was a good move? No, I'm against it. I would not go on Twitter and air out anything. I would never do that. So no, I definitely don't agree with Math at all for doing that. At all. I don't even agree with Knowledge responding to this shit and atting me like I wanted something to do with that smoke. No, I'm 100% against that shit. If you ask me, yo, Fit, what do you think about this? I'm like, no, I do not fuck with that. That was dumb. You should have just hollered at him. That was retarded. I'm never gonna do that. I'm never gonna tell somebody to do that. Now, their emotions behind it, maybe I can get them one off or where they coming from, but I would probably never tweet what the fuck is happening in my personal life. Whatever. But it is what it is. Everybody got their own way on handling shit. So he's saying fit goods was wilding on math and knowledge wouldn't be my friend acting like that. But math is a drama queen. I mean, I don't know. Y'all saying the same shit. Yo, for real, how about them fucking Lakers? Uh, how about those fucking Lakers? But yeah, yeah, I feel like as fans and shit, yo, I hope y'all were entertained because this literally consumed y'all whole days. I hope y'all watch our fucking episodes when we trying to give y'all some game about some shit that you need in your life. You know what I mean? I hope y'all fucking tune into that. Hope y'all tuning in, man, because there's important shit that we be trying to put y'all on to. You know what I mean? And really giving y'all the fucking tapes, giving y'all the game, giving y'all the love. You know what I mean? Uh, but at the end of the day, the Mio show is still gonna go down. You still gonna see knowledge on my expert opinion. You still gonna see him on my expert opinion. Let's see. Let's see what we doing. What we doing? Hey Hoffa. So I'm talking shit about you on YouTube right now. So everybody say hello to Math Hoffa. Say hello to say hello to Hoffa. Oh yeah yeah yeah. Well actually I'm gonna send you a link. Go into the link. Alright. So I'm about to get Matt Hoffa on the show, y'all. Alright. Maybe we get his perspective on it and I could talk to him as a friend and we could go over shit. Like how it should go down, you know what I'm saying? How we should talk about it. So tell a friend to tell a friend that we are here live and direct. Tell a friend to tell a fucking friend. Alright, let me see if my joint. Stay motherfucking tuned. Stay tuned. Appreciate y'all who stopping by this to show love. I appreciate that 100%. 100%. Hoffa. It's gonna go straight to your text. It's on something called Whereby, but you can enter it on your browser. Nah, 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 nah. You don't. Alright, alright. Got this. Please hold. Matter of fact, hold on, y'all. I got y'all right now. I got y'all right now. Hit the like button, and if you in the chat, hit the like button. Make sure y'all support the brand. Um, Make sure y'all show Misfit all the love, man. Cause I'm out here working for y'all, man. I'm out here working. I'm out here working. Out here working. Said Fit, someone told me you work at Home Depot. I do not work at no motherfucking Home Depot. Then I told y'all I make 100K a year just to be myself. Y'all need to chill. I don't work at no goddamn Home Depot. Y'all losing y'all motherfucking mind. You're crazy, I tell you. You're crazy. You're all crazy. You are all crazy. Yeah, all motherfucking nuts. Think I'm a, nothing against nobody who work at Home Depot, but I can't. Trying to work at nobody Home Depot. Ain't trying to work at nobody Home Depot. So I got a question. Damn, Fit, that's love. You trapping. I'm not trapping, man. I work. I work hard to get mine. Work hard to get mine. Y'all all need to make sure y'all in the motherfucking chat too. If you in the chat, hit the like button. Me and Math about to go 1-on-1, talk about this situation, cause you know it's a huge thing here. You know what I'm saying? It's huge, huge, huge. Oh, I think I got Math in here. Think he made it. He made it. Never would have made it. Hoffa.
Fuck.
You
Oh,
you
shoulders so
live.
fucked up.
You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Oh, you looking crispy.
Yeah, it look nice on YouTube too. I kind of mastered this shit. All right, let's get math on here.
Crazy day, right?
Yeah, man. I was letting them know I woke up to like 1,000 missed calls. Everybody like, yo, what is going on? Are you still with my expert opinion? I'm like, what the fuck happened? Fuck is
Yo,
going on here?
I mean, yo, Fit, you've been in my position before.
Meaning,
Meaning, you remember when Knowledge did an interview with Jazz, right?
you need to do a lot of interviews with Jazz. Yes.
And niggas don't be feeling that shit, bro. Like niggas don't be feeling that shit, but to a certain extent, we gotta respect what it is. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, with knowledge specifically, I guess. Only because, knowledge. When I met knowledge, he was kind of doing that already,
Right,
so I don't expect him to just stop. But um, I see like I said, I see both sides. You know what I mean? I see why knowledge would feel like, oh, like I'm not doing nothing wrong, like this is regular. But then I see why you're like, yo, you're
right.
being, this is crazy. Like he's talking hot about me, and I still have not seen the goods interview. So, but apparently he was talking
Yeah,
hot.
I haven't watched the whole interview either because I just don't waste my time with bullshit. But a lot of people do, and
Right,
then I get the backlash of these people who see that what we're doing, that see that we're like changing the geography of battle rap. Like we're doing things that haven't hasn't been done before. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Like um we did this Nori interview, and I remember Nori telling me years ago, like, for Math Hoffa to be bigger than Math Hoffa, he has to do something bigger than Math Hoffa. And I feel like this show is what it is. And we're doing such a like we're doing amazing shit.
right,
We're doing amazing shit. And unfortunately, sometimes we have peers that don't want to acknowledge that for the sake of, trying to hold their own spot, or feeling like if I give it up to these niggas, then that's saying that I'm below them or something like that. You know what I mean? There's just some people who have this weird understanding in their own mind that if they show love to somebody doing something great, it makes them feel like less of a person.
right,
You
right,
know what I'm saying? Like we started doing this show, and we're not blind, we're not stupid. We seen how many people started getting in front of cameras after that. You know what I'm
agreed.
saying? Like we acknowledge that, but we this is something that we feel like battle rap. should have been going this way. But some people, they they don't do it because, yo, I respect what you did, and I admire what y'all did.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to establish myself. Some people look at it like, oh, y'all niggas trying to get more lit than me, so now I gotta talk about y'all in a negative light to kind of dim your light and try to brighten mine. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right, right.
And I don't feel like, I wouldn't appreciate like you standing around somebody talking crazy about me. I feel the same way about knowledge, but I got love for knowledge. I got mad love for knowledge, and what we built is not going to be destroyed by these haters. It's definitely not going to be destroyed by these haters. It's not. It's not. And but I'm very passionate, and you know this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very passionate about what we're doing. So
Well, what was shocking was the amount of people who were like reaching out, almost like, yo, like, I was just telling them, I'm like, damn, like none of these people hit me up on Thanksgiving. Like nobody said happy Thanksgiving to me. And that bothers me. Like it
right,
bothers me that everybody wanna call me for the tea, but
right,
then nobody wanna hit me up and be like, yo, happy Thanksgiving. So that's why when
right,
everybody was hitting me, I was like, man, cool math, yo. Cool math, cool
right,
knowledge. I'm not dumb. And y'all hit me mad off guard. Cause I'm like,
right.
damn,
But
somebody
fit,
should have shot me
remember,
a text.
remember on Thanksgiving, this when this shit happened.
True. True, 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 true,
And
true.
half of the people that hit my phone didn't hit me when they saw this. You
Right,
know what I'm saying?
right,
So
right, right.
like, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Like, unfortunately, like it's the culture, but I wish we could change it. And I feel like, me and Knowledge making up tonight, that that solidified like what we have. I think that we have an understanding now. We
We
have an understanding, and hopefully there won't be no jazz interviews or you know what I'm saying, where Fizz gonna be like, yo, Knowledge, I swear the nigga, I'm tired of you on Twitter. You know what I'm saying?
it's it's,
Oh,
it's my goal. But math. Why why didn't you just hit up knowledge? Cause that's why everybody's like, yo, why did you go on Twitter with it? Why you ain't just hit
because
him up?
be- because when people disrespect you publicly, sometimes
You gotta
and
shit on them
it's not.
publicly.
No, I'm saying, no, real talk. Like, how many times have people said shit publicly and apologized to you
In
privately, but
private.
the rest of the world never saw the apology?
True.
You
True.
dig what I'm saying?
True. 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 That happens all
So
the
I
time.
felt I felt like, okay, right, right. People will say things in an interview, and then people will rock with it. You know what I mean? I got this. There's plenty of battle rappers who've said things publicly and gave off the perception that, they got this type of energy. But then when I see them in person, it's smiles and apologies and hugs and love. But they never do that blog saying this is what happened when I saw him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And not to say knowledge is like that. I just felt like I've been through that so many times that it wasn't about it wasn't about being private with it because it was already public. You know what I mean?
Right. Cause it almost felt like, look, I'm tired of this. This happened more than once.
Right.
So did you feel like knowledge had did that more than once to you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You forgot he just had Smurf on there saying a whole bunch of fake shit.
Yes, yes. But you don't think he should be covering those things because you're just, let's be
No,
honest.
I got no problem with it. I got no problem with it. But like, again, if we eating together and we run in the same direction,
Right.
and you stop to give light to somebody who hates to see us eat, all of us together. Like, it's not just me. You know what I'm saying? When these people say what they say, like, if my brand gets damaged, like, okay, when that Kiki situation happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
That yeah, it affected me, but it affected all of us as far as my expert opinion.
Right. Because
So if
it was
somebody
another
take
one of those days of my phone going off. Like,
right, so
you think I'm
so
going to
if
know this?
somebody say something, if somebody say something about misfit, that's gonna affect all of us because we tied in at this point.
Yeah, at this point, yep. True.
So I just felt like,
It's like we
you know,
inherit each other's beef as well, though. Because
right,
it's kind of like rap groups like fucking Shady Aftermath, and when 50 was having beef, then Eminem. We kind of inherit um each other's shit, right?
right, right,
I get it, but now, because technically knowledge hip hop is real, it's supposed to be having the exclusive on everything. And Math, let's be real, you're probably the most talked about battle rapper in the world.
right,
Fuck here in the world, right?
right.
So how does he not cover people talking shit about you when probably 90% of the battle rap community is gonna do that?
But well, I say this, right? If I was interviewing Jazz and Jazz has tons of interviews saying Misfit is not important, nobody cares about Misfit. Don't ask the question. Let them talk about what they think is important and let them,
Let them
report on that.
do what they do.
You know what I'm saying? Because but the numbers will always tell you the truth. And it's a bar, but the math don't lie.
Hmm.
Hip Hop is Real dropped the blog on Goods talking about his battle with Geechee 5 days ago. 5 days ago. He dropped they dropped the blog of Goods talking about me yesterday, and it surpassed in views the blog with him talking about Geechee. But meanwhile, he's telling the public that, you know, math is ice cold, they ain't gonna do nothing for me.
Hmm.
But when you talk about me, you get more attention than the shit that you think is important.
True.
You So now I'm not gonna let that narrative keep, like, people keep creating this narrative because I don't know if it's their insecurities. I don't know if it's like I don't know what it is. After the stream, after me and Knowledge pieced it up,
Right.
yeah, I was happy. But after me and Knowledge pieced it up, I checked to just as usual, checking the search to see what people talking about. And Goods is on a live stream. His live stream is fucked up. Shit ain't working. And he's still trying to somehow connect me to it.
So his live stream is fucked up. Wow.
It
What
was
you mean?
fucked up. Like,
What?
yeah, because CD had guests, like the stream wasn't working. He was like, hold on. The guest was getting frustrated. And I told niggas, like, we got lemonade over here. Y'all fuck with these tap water niggas. And even when we not concerned with them,
Mm,
they still try to somehow make it a narrative where they gotta attach the people that's really doing stuff that's moving this culture forward.
true. But Math, keep it a buck. You
Uh-huh.
be smoking all these dudes. That's why they be talking about you. Cause you be
But
fucking smoking them.
but this is my thing. People,
Not like you
because
be like smoking them on the show, and I feel like they've taken more personal when we
mhm,
talk about them on Mio because they
right,
know how big Mio is, and they feel like, oh my God, Eminem just saw this.
right. But Fit, to be honest, most of the stuff that I say, and people don't even realize this because motherfuckers always play the victim with me. They always play, oh, it's math, it's math, it's math. Most of the times I'm responding.
Okay,
I'm responding to shit that they do.
that they talking about.
Right. Like, again, Good's been on the show twice, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, he's been on
And
my
and and,
show.
and it would seem like we got a good rapport,
Right.
but then he'll get in front of the camera and say something crazy about me, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do?
Well, when did that go left then? Because that's what I was thinking. Goods has been on the show. We vibed
Right,
out with him. It's been sweet.
right.
So
All right,
when did it go to where he was talking crazy to the point where you was like, oh nah, like this is beyond battle rap.
all right. So Goods was on the show. We did that interview after the show on Hip Hop Is Real. We say Math and Goods is out their differences. I'm standing there. Goods is saying what he's saying. I know that he's lying, but I'm like, okay, all right, whatever, man. This nigga gonna say whatever he say. I'm gonna let it rock out. So people get comfortable in that. And when that Kiki situation went down, I've been to Goods crib. I've been to I've been to a couple of Goods crib. I've been in his mom's crib. His mom's done fixed me plates. You know what I mean? I no, low key, I mean, I flirted with his mom since his mom's bad, but she might be the same now, but whatever, right? But I looked at him as a friend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the type of person, I don't gotta speak to you every day for us to maintain a solid friendship, because busy respect busy.
Mm-hmm.
But when I see you, I'm picking up from the last time that we saw each other. So when this Kiki situation happened, and on 15 Minutes of Fame interviewed him, if he had any doubts about my character after 10 years of friendship, or interactions or whatever, you know what I mean? You don't even got to call it friendship, but 10 years of interactions.
Right.
I've never given you the any type of inclination to think that I'm this type of character. But to see somebody say that they don't know, and battle rap fans have been watching me and you interact for like 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
You put a doubt in people's mind on what kind of character I am.
Yeah, even
It-
maybe without him knowing that.
right. But my thing is, like, you could have hit my phone. You could have gathered some information before you jumped in front of a camera and did that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that situation had me nervous because, as a black man, you understand that these people don't need much to lock you up.
Right.
You don't. So I'm thinking in my mind, not only is my reputation at jeopardy, my freedom could be at jeopardy. And then I see somebody that I've been around for over 10 years didn't have the same rapport he had with that female, say, I don't know who to believe. I don't put nothing past nobody. In a way, you kind of condemn me. You feel me?
I think that was more him trying to be safe because he can't
But
be
if
on the
to
other
be safe,
side and call
right,
a female a liar for making
right,
those accusations because that's a huge thing,
right,
especially with the Me Too
right,
movement and shit like that. I think he was just
right,
trying to play it safe.
right. But Fit, you didn't do that.
Well, yeah, because
Knowledge didn't do that.
right,
There's
right,
a bunch of other people that didn't do that. And if he felt that way, it shouldn't have been on camera.
okay,
You know what I mean? And if he really, really had a curiosity about it, he could have hit my phone. But I think that, sometimes people have their own agendas on why they do things. And it comes out in those moments where they feel like they can capitalize, or push you down a little bit. And
right.
that seems to be his character. Like, just the fact that he says, no, he talked about the ARP thing, and it was just text messages. It wasn't just text messages. ARP was on the phone with this nigga numerous amount of times. He
About
was
that.
just playing on the fact that ARP is not gonna call him on his bullshit.
So
But they had numerous amount of phone calls about us battling.
right.
Now, I know what the game is. I know how it's going down nowadays. I see how they playing. I saw what Surf did when we had our negotiations. And I peeped that that Goods did the same thing. He got in those negotiations, and whatever URL didn't want to pay him off the strength of his own name, he went and got it off the strength of my name.
Meaning,
Meaning he, after these negotiations with ARP, URL didn't want to pay him his value, so they paid him the value of not working with somebody that they might have a conflict with.
so they're outright just paying people not to battle.
It's happened a couple times with me. And I'm
Okay.
not gonna say it's Smack because I got love for Smack. We've been there from the start, but somebody over there, and I think it's obvious, they have a personal problem with me, and they're just being petty. They're just being petty, and they would love to paint the picture of, oh, he's not good enough. That's why he's not over here. But that's not the case.
Well,
But then you got people who's not worth who's not worth it to them until they get in a conversation with Rare Breed or Math Hoffa. You dig what I'm saying?
uh, I believe Hollow disclosed something similar to that. Correct.
Right, right. And he disclosed the contract and all that shit to
Mm-hmm.
show like this is what it is. This is how niggas is moving. It's not based on your talent anymore. It's based on, you know, and when you get money, it kind of like it doesn't money doesn't change you. It kind of amplifies who you already are.
Mm-hmm.
So if you petty and you get money, you become even more petty.
True. True.
So when you got somebody who's fighting to get their value, but they're being told they're not worth it, and then they get into this conversation of battling Math Hoffa on Rare Breed, now all of a sudden they get their money. You should at least give a nigga props instead of getting out there and trying to say a nigga's cold or he's not worth it or that battle don't do nothing for me because it did do a lot for you. It's
Mm-hmm.
still doing a lot for you. Like he spoke about battling Geechee. 5 days go by. He speaks about me one day, and that surpasses the views of 5 days of him speaking about something that had value, apparently.
Well, he did acknowledge that you're big, that you're a big entity or whatever you want to call it. He was just saying on URL, obviously you don't battle there. But
Right.
well,
But even that
not
case,
recently. Yeah.
but even fit in that case, like okay, let's go through it. Math Hoffa versus T Rex did 6 million views in 2 days on World Star. Math Hoffa versus A Verb, million views.
Right.
Math Hoffa versus Calico, terrible battle, horrible time of my life. Okay, but that still hit a million. Math Hoffa versus Dose, the rematch, a million views. Great battle. Math
Correct.
Hoffa versus John the Don. It might be at a like 800,000 views right now. Um, Math Hoffa versus T Top, horrible battle for me. Still a million views. Math Hoffa versus Snake Eyes, terribly promoted. Didn't do that many views, but I had a classic moment. I had rebuttal of the year on that, right?
Mm-hmm.
The 2-on-2s, me and Cortez is undefeated.
Agree.
Then I battle Av, and I have a horrible battle, like my brother passing away and all that shit. Like, so for a nigga to take that and try to say I'm cold, it still don't make sense. But there are people who will follow what he's saying because they're not seeing me over there.
Right.
So they're not thinking in their minds, oh, it's somebody being petty. They're thinking it's a business reason. When in reality, it don't even make sense.
Right.
Like the pettiness is outweighing good business.
But you've already disclosed that just other leagues just pay you way more.
Right,
So it doesn't make sense for you to battle on URL at the moment.
right. I'm like,
Right.
and I'm always gonna promote to any battle rapper, go where the business is good for you, because even even with RBE, as much as I fuck with ARP, it's not about loyalty, 100%. It's
Right.
not, because my true loyalty is my family.
True. But also, I think I know URL is looking to invest more into artists that are gonna stay on their platform.
I mean,
But that
I would
makes
love to,
sense
I
as
would
a
love to
business
believe
move.
that.
That makes
I
sense
would
as
love,
a business move. No, wouldn't you do that? Like, why would you put money behind somebody that's gonna
right.
battle somewhere else?
But see, the facts have to support that type of thing. When you look at somebody like Charlie Clips, who battled me on RBE, who battled Farrah Funeral on RBE, and then still gets a plate on URL, or Geechee Gotti, who goes to King of the Dot, battles on King of the Dot, and still gets a plate on URL, the facts don't support that.
That's true. I always wondered that, like, why some people are controlled, and then some people can do what they want. Like Twerk could do whatever the fuck he want.
Right.
Uh,
Twerk, but he could
yeah,
do it whatever he want, but probably not go to RBE. You feel what I'm saying? But any other league, it's not a problem. Like, we've seen him on a million different leagues.
right.
The facts don't support that.
Hmm.
So once you take the facts into consideration, you realize, like, it's a narrative being pushed, but it's not real.
Got you. And by Goods doing that, you felt like, how is he your homeboy, but he's doing that?
Right. Like, how are you my homeboy, but you, in a way, you took our friendship and you threw it under the bus, because all you had to do was hit my phone, or keep your mouth closed if you didn't know.
True.
You know how it is nowadays. You can convict somebody on social media. You can convict somebody in a YouTube live.
Right.
So me looking at, like, my freedom being in danger, and to see how reckless people move, and without the consideration of, like, how this might affect me, like, I had to adjust myself and move accordingly. I didn't do a blog about it. I didn't start hating on Goods. I didn't get on the show and say he was trash or he was whack. I didn't do none of that. I just backed the fuck up.
Mm.
So to
Well,
see him saying everything he's saying now, it's like, my nigga, like, I don't know if it's like some personal jealousy, or my beard looks better than yours, or I'm taller than you. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but it's weird.
well, does he have a closer relationship with any of the people that you've had beef with?
I'm probably Beasley. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. But I mean, it's a shame because, like I said, he has been on the show and he has showed a lot of love, and he was a good guest. And for that
Right.
to go left is kind of sucks.
It,
Um,
it 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 is, but I feel like sometimes, like, if you wasn't like that type of person back in the days, and you get this fame a little bit too late, it goes to your head, and you start to get confused about, how to view everybody else, because you're comparing yourself to other people to find your value.
like goods.
I, right. I compare myself to my highest potential.
Okay.
I can't look at a Loaded Lux. I can't look at a Murder Mook and try to measure myself, because that's not the way to do it. Then I'll be trapped under their ceiling regardless.
True.
So I look at what I can create. But when you, like, in the beginning, people didn't really know Goods as much as they knew. Like, everybody knew Math before they knew Goods. You know what I mean? Goods was hitting me up to come to the studio, do records with him and shit like that, do freestyles with him with Blue Collar TV and all that. And I was looking out, because I was like, yo, I know this nigga, and he's nice. So I'm gonna pull up and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. You know what I mean? and to see the way it turned around, it's just whack. But you live and you learn.
But I mean, Good's been lit for a while. For
Right.
him to, I don't think he's probably
Yeah.
one of those
During the
dudes
time that I was banned, he got lit. Tell me I'm lying.
that you was being. I mean, nah, I think he was lit for a while. I can't
Right.
say whether it's begun there, so I don't want to lie on him. But
All right.
I don't.
So let's think about it. Has has with the exception of maybe the two on twos and the two on twos we picked when we wanted to go. But other outside of that, if me and Goods was on the same card, he was the undercard.
I see what you mean. So basically, he's
So
not. He
right.
wasn't as big.
Once I got banned and URL was hitting those big stages, I clapped because I saw a lot of people starting to shine. Tay Rock started to shine, Good started to shine. K Shine was getting out there.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of people that was getting that light. DNA was shining. So I think that some of them remember what it was like when I was around and on top, and they just have a fear of losing their position to that.
I mean, I personally don't think Goods feel like he's gonna lose his position if you get bigger. Not Goods specifically, maybe some other players. Cause usually, like what I know from Goods is he usually comes off pretty genuine. Like I don't know what happened,
All right,
uh,
so
but
I'm gonna ask you. He comes off genuine, and that's not difficult to
I
do.
mean, I
That's
don't
not
know him as much
right.
as the next
All
per.
right,
Like I'm not his bestie, so I don't know. But he
right.
usually
So
comes off like just regular. Like, look, he just trying to get his money and get up out of here.
right, but then there's a cost to what people will do to get a win or to get up in battle rap. Me and Goods was friends when he battled Hollow, but he still used me as an angle to belittle Hollow.
Right.
That's not something I felt like a friend would do. You battling Hollow, we on the phone every other day talking about this shit, and then we get up on stage and you're like, why would you be under math and this, that, and that? I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, what you doing?
It was a dope angle, man. He had to use it. I
Nah,
think with
I
the
don't feel
angle,
like he had to.
the
I feel
angle.
like he had to rap. I feel like he had to rap. That's what he
so,
had to do. He had to rap.
so the angle was like shitting on Hollow for being under
But
you, right?
but no, but in a way it's shitting on me because you saying I ain't the type of person that should be a leader or I shouldn't have a leadership position over you. You dig what I'm saying?
Gotcha. I don't recall the battle. I just
All right.
it just sounded like if he was calling him a little guy and you was the boss. That's a good thing,
No,
no?
no, he was asking him, why would you
Why would you be
allow
under?
math to do numbers under math? Meanwhile, you're the same person that was calling me up like, yo, come over here, do this freestyle with me when nobody was paying attention to you. Come over here, get on a record when nobody was paying attention to you.
Right. But see, Goods, what Goods said, Good is like, yo, me and Math is not friends. So I
Right.
guess that's the whole
He-
thing right there.
yeah,
He
he
just
no,
feel
he's
like,
taking
yo,
the
he
Charlie,
doesn't
he's
owe
taking the
you
Charlie
anything.
Clips approach.
What does that mean?
I'm doing fake shit. So y'all don't think it's fake shit. I'm gonna make it look like me and this nigga was never really that cool.
Mm. But you're saying, look, we was actually cool. He's fronting because
My,
he's
my, there was times when this nigga didn't have. I could say this because I'm not like putting no crazy business out there, but there was times when he didn't have all the bread to even get stuff that he could move,
mm-hmm,
and I looked out.
mm,
You know what I mean? He'll put up his watch, front like the diamonds was real. I'll be like, all right, man, whatever. And, help him out, give him what he needs to get back on his feet. But the image of him would be like, oh no, the real goods wouldn't be in that position. You feel what I'm saying?
Got you. I
So
mean,
in
shit.
battle
Anybody
rap,
who's giving me bread is a friend.
right, right, right. And if a nigga take a fake watch from you and let you rock out, like that's a friend, right?
Yeah, if somebody lending me money when I'm fucked up, I would consider that a friend.
So what does it mean when somebody does something like that and then they turn around and start using you in battles and shit like that? Like,
But also, you don't think you taking the bar thing too literal and too out of proportion? Because at the end of the day, it really is just bars, man. Like a lot of people say a lot of shit, and you think all these niggas is shooting people? No, all this shit is fake, man. For the most part, not all the time. Yes, you really gun bunning somebody. Yes, there was real things that real
mhm,
people talk about. But a lot
right.
of these battle like bars don't be real. So like, don't you think you're taking it too literal that when he mentioned you in the battle, he meant it maliciously?
Well, I'll tell you this: a lie told too often becomes the truth. And though that might be a man, sometimes niggas do funny shit.
Mm,
You feel me? You might have somebody in your circle who be on some bullshit, but you tolerate them.
right.
But you don't realize this person is slowly damaging your reputation
Bye.
by trying to make themselves look a certain way when they're around you, but they know that you cool and you're gonna let them rock out. Example, outside of my expert opinion, in that blog where we supposedly aired out our differences, that nigga was lying through his fucking teeth. And I stood there like, all right, man, I'm gonna let you rock out.
Who goods?
Yes.
Got you. He was telling lies. He was telling lies. Um. So like
At
obviously,
the end of the day, mm-hmm,
like what do you what is your response to battle rappers particular who feel like Math just be hating on the show because they feel like that's strong. They feel like, yo, look, he just be hating. Why do they feel like
I'm
it's coming off as if you just hating on them when there's plenty of bloggers who talk about them?
mm-hmm. Well, I think it's an envy position. They don't want, like, people, the saying, people want to see you doing good, just not better than them.
Right. Love the same. Mm-hmm.
Right. We got 65 episodes in, right, Fit?
Mm-hmm.
Every single one of those episodes, when I introduce guests, am I not showing love?
What do you mean, like when you have people on the show?
Right,
I think that's giving people more light when you invite them. Yeah, I agree.
right. But when I introduce people, it's like a whole rollout. Like, this person is a legend. This person did this. This person accomplished that. Da da da.
Right.
And we've had multiple battle rappers on the show at a time, so I can arguably say at least 75 times on camera I've given people their flowers.
Yes. Yes.
But then there's certain people, and you know this,
Mm-hmm.
we are set up to be on the show. They won't show up. They won't even call, let us know they're not showing up. They'll go ghost on us, or they'll give us the runaround.
Right.
And then if we say something good about them, it doesn't get mentioned. Does not get mentioned. But
Mm-hmm.
if we say, but the minute we say something they might not agree with, you feel me?
Yeah, which is true. Yeah, which is true. And what happens is, this is just to everybody out there, just cause I'm on the show and I see it firsthand. Um, people don't watch the whole show. It be fans that will at them like, yo, Math said this, or Misfit said this, or Knowledge said this, and they will only see that small clip. And
Right.
literally, probably 5 minutes before that, I was giving them flowers. But they'll cut the part where I'd be like, but they're not my favorite. And be like,
Example,
oh, and
Rum
that
Nitty.
that part, yeah, when it was like, oh, Rum Nitty, you hating on Nitty because they took the part of when I was like, like he ain't my favorite.
Right.
I don't watch him the most and shit.
Right.
And I
And
was
Rum
like,
Nitty went straight to
he
Twitter.
went straight to Twitter and was like, fuck my expert opinion. I was like, damn, why so harsh? What did we say about this guy? Then I watched the episode and I'm just like, damn, we ain't say nothing crazy like fuck Nitty or Nitty's
Right.
trash. It's just an opinion. It was just an opinion. It was just my
But even,
opinion.
but even within that opinion, we gave him mad props.
Yeah. I mean, it's just to be in a conversation. I feel like it's props, because some people we don't even mention. People would love to get a mention on the show, just a
Right.
shout out. They would appreciate just a damn shout out.
But we've been showing love for the longest. The show wouldn't be as big as it is if we just hated every episode. That don't make no sense.
What?
There's other bloggers out there that do that all day, and they can't even see us with numbers. So at some point we show love, but it doesn't get counted. Well, if you say, like I say in the case of DNA, yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
In the case of DNA,
Right.
all this hater talk didn't start until I said I like Averb's rounds better than his.
Mm.
So out of nowhere, after that, I became a hater. And then he didn't want to come on the show. Now Charlie don't want to come on the show. Now we booking K Sean, and K Sean is giving us the runaround. Like, it's corny. But none of these people will pick up the phone and say, yo, I had a problem with this. Or, what did you mean when you said that?
Right.
Because there's a million instances where we can point out where we showed mad love. Early episodes, I talked a lot about DNA being like the fucking prodigal child of battle rap. And that's why he's so fucking good, because he got into the shit young.
Right.
But nobody talks about that. You feel me? Only until I say, oh, I like Averb's rounds better. Oh, you a hater. Don't fuck with the show.
Right.
Because I feel like some of these niggas got very comfortable after I got banned. And it's people that low-key was my friends, but they was hating. Like, do you remember Charlie Clips and DNA had such an issue with Summer Madness 3 because it was bars over names and it wasn't on the card?
That what?
Summer Madness 3, it was called Bars Over Names,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And I get booked for the headline.
Right.
But because they wasn't on the card, they was dissing niggas on the card. They was doing blogs against the card. And I'm looking at it like, yo, y'all my niggas, why y'all going so hard?
Right.
DNA even dissed me in a freestyle. And I'm like, what the fuck? Nigga, I just bought you lunch. Nigga, what the fuck? You ain't had no bread, my nigga. I bought you a sandwich. You was mad hungry at the fucking counter. And I was like, yo, you want something to eat? Dissing me because you ain't in that position. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so I don't take it. I learned a little while ago, like, I can't take this shit seriously, man. I can't. I drive myself nuts. I don't know what makes people tick. I just know, for me, myself, I tried my best to be honest and entertaining. Right. And if I ever said anything about anybody that they had a problem with, I would extend the invitation to debate me on something that I'm saying in for the sake of the culture. And I think people would appreciate that more than this trying to freeze you out and call you a hater.
Mm.
Like, I think if okay, Rum Nitty said what he said, but what if he'd have came on the show and argued with us about it?
That'd have been a good show.
But instead, you know, and I don't think Rum is like that. I think Rum would come on the show. I definitely think Rum will come on the show. But I'm saying for like the other people, like they would prefer to just keep their distance and try to ostracize us and not show love, even though they see what we're doing for the culture. Is like it's amazing.
Agree. But if I try to put myself in their shoes, like when
Right,
bloggers talk shit about me, I'm not enthused to be on a camera. To be honest,
right, right,
like I'm gonna be like, nah, fuck that. I'm not gonna get on your show. You were just saying I was trash the other day, or
right.
you was just saying I wasn't whatever we might have said on the show. Like how you was just saying Hitman Holla was trash. He never gonna come on the show.
Right. But I say stuff like that because when I gave praise again, nobody paid attention. Nobody retweeted. Nobody said thank you. Nothing.
Cause people always latch on to the negative shit.
Right. And they
Oh,
don't realize that's a trait of a hater. Now there've been times Three Letterman said something about me. I jump on the show. We'll debate the shit. Angry Fan says something about me. I jump on the show. We'll debate the shit.
mm-hmm.
I've always been like that. Like it's always open for a conversation because once you say something, if it grabs people's attention, I know I got to say something back because again, if you say something enough times, it becomes the truth, even if it's not true.
Well, I don't agree with that 100% because sometimes I feel like you shouldn't say anything at all. I don't
Why?
think everything needs a response.
No, no, I agree. I agree. But
'Cause-
in some cases, it's entertainment. It's entertainment. I've enjoyed debating with people on my status
uh,
because I'm like, how? Let me see if you can find a way to change my mind. You know what I mean?
which is
Like,
never
let
gonna
me just
happen.
remind you what I've done. You feel
um,
me?
yeah, I get it, but I feel like the more you do that, I feel like you don't have to do that. You shouldn't have to do that because the more you do that, the more it's gonna look like what they're saying is true. If
Uh, I,
it kind of feel it's like that because it's like if somebody's telling me yo fit you trash you trash you trash you trash and I'm debating on them and I'm telling them no but I'm not trash but this and this and that. I feel like it's kind of like I'm fighting to get their approval when in real life I don't need this shit. It's like
mm,
yo I'm great, I know I'm great, the numbers won't lie. Just like
mm,
if I have a battle, whatever check I get is going to tell me, okay, I'm worth it, and then the views is going to tell me, oh, it's lit. Like before I came back, how everybody was like, oh, fit is washed. Don't nobody care about a misfit return, and then boom,
mm,
female battle rap back on the map. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
So it's like I wasn't responding to the motherfucker saying that because there was all the blogs and all that was talking about they were saying Farrah was about to beat me, son. I'm like,
yo,
damn, like
Fit, I
y'all
know
just
you,
wilding on me right now.
but I know you, Fit. You didn't want to say nothing, but you wanted to slap the shit out of some of them people.
Yeah, I want to slap the shit out of a lot of people all the time, but that don't mean that I'm gonna do that. I feel like once you like, if you have to ask for respect, then you already lost it.
Right.
Somebody told me that one time and it kind of stuck with me. So I feel like if people don't respect me initially, like I'm like, all right, cool. Then let me let my actions speak for itself. That's why it makes sense. Like people could say, "Oh, you ice cold all you want," but your show is the number one battle rap show in the world.
Hmm.
Um, you just battle Nikki Jam. Let those things speak to it. You ain't gotta debate with nobody on, you know, whether you're good or not. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but it's difficult when you're up against people who have huge fan bases who will follow the things that they say. You kind of have to challenge some of the shit, or they really will mold you over, and everybody will start thinking that way.
I mean, I could see some merit in that because it
Mhm.
reminds me of like the caffeine chat when somebody's winning and they start talking shit about them in the chat, and then 1 minute to the next they losing.
And now you see that power, and
Yeah.
we both know who that was used against.
Mhm.
Somebody close to me and you.
Right. Right. Right.
Those people used their power against him,
Right. Correct.
and that's the thing that I don't be trying to tolerate.
Right. 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 Yeah, cause I saw how powerful people's people can kind of
Sway people's
sway
opinion.
people's opinion.
Right.
Um, and I never really seen it in like real life until the chat and caffeine. It made me realize that if you say like something so much in the chat, everybody just runs with it and be like, well, okay, if you think this, then I guess I think it too.
Well, we're in the era of the mob mentality, where
Mm,
people will rather be down with the mob than stand out and have their own opinion. So let's say we get like a group of suckers
mm-hmm.
and they start talking, they will have other people looking like they're the suckers.
True. Instead of say
So
the phone, yeah.
this is why I would prefer to like, oh, you feel that way? Well, let's talk about it. Where's the facts? Let's talk facts.
Right.
Let's talk who changed this culture and how many times. Let's talk what you did.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put it in comparison. Let's see
Right.
if what you're saying is truthful. So it appeals to people's logic rather than the mob mentality. So I've had debates with Three Letterman, Angry Fan, Chris and Bias. I've had these debates
Right.
because I could not allow people to just say things about me that was not factual. Because most of the times, nobody's really gonna go check.
Mm-hmm.
The
True.
motherfucker would be like, "Man, look, Sue Surf was trying to make people believe Math Hoffa versus Method Man probably had whack numbers."
Oh yeah. He checked it on his live.
And he was like, it's a million. Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know. But had he not saw that Millie, people would have just wrote it off and been like, yeah, that shit probably got like 35K views. You know what I'm saying?
No, but that's where numbers don't lie, and you don't have to say shit. Cause look, as soon as he searched it, boom, 1 million without you saying a word. Bang, fucking million. You see his facial reactions change instantly. Like he's like,
Even with the
this
mask on,
fucking
you
bad.
saw it.
Yeah, this battle. This probably got oh, 1 million. All right. Shit was the best shit I seen all week that week.
Right.
I was like, oh, this is great. But yeah, it proved that fucking, just doing what you do will cancel that out. Cancel
Yeah.
the fake shit out. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
But I'm not gonna let nobody. We from Brooklyn.
indeed.
We don't let people play with our reputation.
And you're right, because at the end of the day, reputation is
It's
solid.
everything in
It's
Brooklyn.
solid. Yeah, yeah,
In
it's
Brooklyn, reputation is everything.
correct. Correct, 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 correct.
So it's innate within me to challenge people if they say something that I don't believe is true, especially about myself.
Yeah, I mean, I remember. I think you told that you said this to Briz. You was telling him to do an interview because he should be the one telling his story.
Right. Don't let other people tell your story, because that's something that I learned throughout my trials and tribulations. Every time I fell back because the heat was on me, I allowed other people to tell the story, and the people who were looking for the story found them instead of finding me.
Right.
So what they learned from those people is what became the truth in their minds,
True.
because I wasn't there to tell my side of the story.
But for instance, like when people have publicists and shit, right? And they
Mhm.
tell them, look, I advise you to not address the situation, just let it blow over and then continue to move. Why do you think they do things like that?
To not alert your fans to whatever it is.
Which is smart, no?
Right. Right.
So what
But
in
in
that
battle rap, a fan of mine might be a fan of the person that's talking shit about me.
so in battle rap the rules are a little different
Right.
because it's more likely for a fan of uh X rapper to be a fan of yours.
Right.
I see that.
So you
Yeah.
gotta kind of like, and that's a good thing because it keeps the conversation interesting. But when you got people that are just write you off as this and start promoting to their fan base that you're this, and they're not even willing to have the conversation to challenge it,
Mm,
then like you get into the realm of haters and circles and people who don't want to see you shine, or people who just, they're so uncomfortable with confrontation that they rather stand from a distance and kind of throw rocks. That's the part I don't understand, because I feel like in my mind I've been around enough people. I'm a cool guy. I don't be out there starting shit. You know what I mean?
mm.
So for somebody to not even have the courage to come sit across from me and debate something about rap, it kind of throws me a little bit, because it's like this is entertainment, man. You're like,
Right. But don't you think what they're doing is entertainment as well? Them talking
um,
about Math Hoffa in the blog, that's entertainment. They can't address you or call you every time a camera pops up in their face. It just happens too often.
that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true. But if it's not malicious, if it's not malicious, there should be open lines for conversation. But if it's malicious, that's where you get the people who don't answer the phone, the people who don't want to come on the show, the people who just got something negative to say. And they're calling you a hater, but in reality, they don't even have the threshold within them to see the good that you do or whatever. Like they're just holding on to some negative ass shit.
Well, let's just talk about how you be cutting me off on my expert opinion. I thought this was a good time to talk about it. Stop
All right,
cutting
cool.
me off, my guy. All right,
All right, cool.
we
You gonna
talk.
you gonna do the same thing?
I never cut y'all off. I be so, I be sitting there with my legs crossed, so focused and so into it. I be so into what the guest is saying that I don't have time to cut y'all off, man. I be, I
Wow.
be, I be focused.
Wow. When you lie, your eyes get squinty.
No, that's when I'm like real passionate about what I'm saying. That's the passionate. That's the passionate.
I think it's tough sometimes because I think we all walk into these episodes with a particular topic, and it's not always the same topic, and we be in a rush to get there.
Well, like we all come in with an idea of what we want to get out of it, right?
Right, right. And if we don't have that powwow before the show,
Mm.
like I remember you had an agenda You had an agenda when Averb came on the show. You had an agenda.
I'm dead.
And there was a few times you cut me off
Trying to, yo.
trying to trying to get to that agenda. I got it. And I was like, you know what? I know what Fit is doing. Let me just fall back. You know what I mean?
Well, what I could say though is, um, a lot of the stuff, like, to be honest, like I'm not scripting these questions, man. I'm just trying to have a natural, organic conversation
Conversation.
with
Right.
with the person, and
Right.
just don't cut me off, man. You know what I'm saying? We here for you. You know what I'm saying? We here. We try to contribute. Don't fire don't fire knowledge on Twitter no more. It's not nice, man. It's not cool. Have people that didn't even call me on Thanksgiving calling me for this shit. You know what I'm saying? If
this,
you have a
this coming from
problem,
somebody who has physically assaulted staff members.
yeah. Staff. When you say it like that, it sounds so bad.
How am I supposed to say it, Fit? Tell me. Tell me, how am I supposed to say it? Exactly. Exactly.
Yo, Space
Exactly.
was wilding though. He was wilding on me the whole weekend. He was cutting
he,
me.
he was wilding, but
Yeah.
I never seen a jab fly so fast, dude.
Yo,
I didn't expect it. I was like, oh shit. I was like,
it's some real Brooklyn shit because everybody know when you do this to somebody hat, it's beef. Like this means so much in such the smallest gesture. It means you pussy, you my doja, you ain't worth a goddamn thing. It means all that, and I was just like, what just happened to me? I just got bullied. I felt
wait, when did that hit?
what like the
Because I feel like it's before his hand touched the
it
you
was
was
like
already like your fist was already on the way. Like
that was the quick reflexes. And oh, boop, boop. But shout out to space, love space.
man, shout out to space, love the space,
Shout out to
love
space.
the knowledge.
Shout
Right?
out to knowledge. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna break up. We here. I feel like at
What?
the end of the day, we doing something that is way bigger than even ourselves. Cause
What?
what we doing to contribute to the culture and what we doing is important. And we're human beings. Y'all gotta understand and remember that we're all human beings and shit
Right?
happens. But at the end of the day, we wake up every day trying to figure out new ways to entertain y'all. We wake up every day trying to be a better us to give you better content. So, before you so quick to
I,
judge us as people, just know that we here doing something positive. We here doing
for you,
something for you.
for
Yep.
you,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
But I think that when you talk about new ways to entertain people, people don't even know. Like for me, sometimes the best part of the show is after the show when
I
we
agree.
all standing outside. Like people don't know. Like we've spent like two
Hours,
hours
hours. Yeah.
upon average just outside talking with each other. And I'll
Mhm.
be thinking to myself, like, we should have had a fucking camera on this whole time.
Mhm.
No guests, no nothing, just us talking.
Yep.
And it'd be the most powerful conversations, the most entertaining. We laugh harder. Everything is like,
Mhm.
I wish we could start doing that more.
Yeah. I agree. Um, I think we should do more shows where we exhibit that. You know what I mean? Because I think when we're outside, we kind of just forget about cameras. It's not about that. It's just about us enjoying each other's company and just having real conversations that we would on the regular. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think that's kind of sometimes why we get caught up in controversy on Mio, because it be times we don't even remember the cameras is up. We just
Mm.
be
talking.
talking. We just be talking and we get so consumed with our guests and like into them that it's like,
But
oh, the camera, okay, I remember it's
oh
here
shit,
now. Oh shit,
yeah, I don't remember I said I didn't like his second round. Oh,
right,
now this nigga hates me forever.
correct, correct,
You know what I'm
correct.
saying? Like,
When it's just an opinion, you know what I mean? It's
yeah,
my
that's it.
expert opinion. Like it's in the title for a reason. Like our opinions don't make us hate you or make us not a fan of you forever.
Right,
It's just I'm not a fan of that round, and we just
right.
gotta learn how to take this feedback and stop calling it and stamping it
Hate.
whatever y'all want to stamp it. You know what I mean? Y'all stamp it
Oh, it's
hate.
hate.
Yeah, yeah.
It's hate. But why is it? That's the thing that bugs me out because I feel like as successful as the show is, sometimes we don't even know what other people are doing to even be classified as haters because I feel like haters pay a lot of attention to people they don't like. I don't think it's always that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think
I
the
gotta go
world,
catch up with battle rap shit right now.
yeah, I mean,
You think what?
not every criticism is hate. Somebody put that in the chat, which is true. Um, that and I feel like that's what
Mhm.
most of the time is what we do. We just give a straight opinion. I know when I'm talking like off camera, whatever, and I'm saying somebody's trash, I'm like, damn, that round was doodoo. You know what I mean? And then I'll go on
Right.
camera and be like, I wasn't too much of a fan of that. I would actually clean it up.
Yeah.
I'll still be honest. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But because I know people are so sensitive, that it's kind of like, damn, I don't wanna, I don't wanna hurt their feelings, but we gotta still be honest. I can't go on nobody camera and lie
But
about
you know what be fucked up, Fit? Even when you clean it up, you still get the flack.
true. So I might as well just be like, that shit doodle. Nah, nah, but they be like, dead fit, you
Like,
ruthless,
like,
son. You
okay,
ruthless.
Hitman not being on the show. I understand, Hitman felt like, we should have spoke to him about the diss record. But we in there,
Mm.
we drinking, we talking, we chilling. We kind of forget.
Well, I mean, that was
And
the first time I ever seen it. It was just like a
right, that was the first time
debut.
I ever saw it
Yeah,
too.
it was a debut. It caught our real reaction to it.
Right.
And we didn't
But but
think
mi- but
about
mind
nothing
you,
else.
95% of the world felt the same way that we did.
Yeah, yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. For sure. Hands down. Hands down. It's just ours just so happened to be on camera.
Right. And I
Yeah.
and I get it because I think we forget sometimes that we're influential too.
Yes. Yes.
But we shouldn't be using our influence to save people that's not doing a good job. Because if our show was trash,
Mm-hmm.
niggas would be saying, this shit trash. Nah, we don't fuck with that. That shit fell off. You know what I'm
Nobody watched
saying?
that shit anyway. Mm-hmm.
It is what it is.
I
I
mean, but
just
I
I
think
just get
that's why people watch the show for the authenticity because they
right.
know that. Well, y'all should know if y'all didn't know. I ain't gonna go on nobody's camera and lie and say this was a fire record or this was a fire battle and it was mediocre.
And honestly, Fit, that's what makes you work more than anybody else that I could have picked because knowing you and how much you're into your own team and how you're not really mixy with everybody,
Right,
it meant that you was gonna be more honest and not play the politics than anybody else.
right, 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 right.
And there's some people who could deal with it. Like you and Averb, y'all was really going at it. I was like, what the fuck
That's
is
one of
gonna
my
happen
favorite
here?
fucking episodes.
Right, right. But at the same time, Averb was like, he's comfortable, he's so comfortable in himself that he didn't take it as a disrespect.
Right, right, right.
He was up for the debate. Let's
Mm-hmm.
talk about it.
Right.
Everybody just don't have the same cojones.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
Correct.
mean?
Yeah. Love
It is
Verb.
what it is.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Verb.
shout out to Verb. Shout out to Verb. Shout out to
It's
Verb.
always a good time. So it's a good time when verb is in the building.
Right. So like, I don't know, man. I feel like if certain people come on the show, they would cry. They
They
would
would
cry.
cry.
Yeah, they would cry.
Oh man. See. But nobody's replacing knowledge, y'all. Alright,
Nobody,
nobody's
nobody's replacing
replacing
knowledge.
knowledge.
Nobody,
Uh
nobody,
like I
nobody.
said, we
He just got to stop that shit, man.
we
He just got to stop that shit.
not
That's it.
being
Stop that shit,
replaced.
knowledge, please.
It gotta be the tree, gotta be the trio. You know what I'm saying? Uh, the Mio trio.
Mio Trio. Woo! How did we
I
never? How was this never said before?
don't know, but
The Mio Trio.
it's lit. The Mio
Mio.
trio.
I'm hashtagging that from now on. Mio
Yes,
Trio.
it's the Mio trio. We are not going anywhere. I was saying, yo, if knowledge was fired, then math would just have to make a whole new show, cause then it really wouldn't be Mio, would it? It would be like me, just me. um, but nah, man, I'm glad y'all hashed it out. I'm glad
Mhm.
y'all was able to come together as men and figure it out and not continue, going in a bad direction. So
And I
that's
got
what's
to
up.
thank you for your wise advice, even though I might not have heeded it.
All good, all
I,
good.
I respect it, and I keep it. I keep it on file for next time. You know what I'm saying? If there is a next time.
Please do, please, please. Always,
Well,
always, never be afraid to shoot me a quick text. Quick text.
and I say the same thing to you, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Facts.
Shoot me a quick text. I'm
Well,
here. I'm here. I'm here. But man,
well, I love knowledge, love space, I love you. You know what I mean? I
we out
love what we're
here.
doing. Let's just continue to do great things, and everybody's not going to understand. Everybody's not going to appreciate it. Some people are going to fight against it because they feel like they're threatened by anybody else having attention over them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we don't got time for that, man. We're pushing the culture forward, and we don't got time with, to kind of cater to people who wants to keep it in a box so that they're comfortable. We're not doing that.
Just keep getting it.
Facts.
Off to the $1 million.
Word.
Let's get it.
Off to the
Off to the
damn. We're not supposed to be talking about this. Not supposed to be talking about it.
just $1 million in general, man. That's my freaking New Year's resolution is to add a zero to my income,
Mm,
and uh, hopefully we can get that done.
word.
Speak it
Well,
into
stay tuned.
existence.
Stay tuned. Stay
Stay
tuned. Stay
tuned,
tuned.
y'all. Stay
Stay tuned.
motherfucking
Stay
tuned.
tuned. Y'all love you, sis.
All right, love is love, man. Be safe, bro. Be
Yo, how
careful.
do I exit out of here so I'm like not like y'all not listening to my conversation?
I'm
All
gonna take you out. I'll see you
right,
later.
cool. All right,
Peace.
later. Peace.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Math Hoffa, the one and only Hoffa. Um, Glad we was able to get him on the chat. And just talk our shit. Uh, what up? What up? How y'all doing? I am back in the chat. I know I neglected the chat for a while, but I was trying to stay in tune with y'all. But it's been a good show. It's been a good show. It's been a good show. Been a good show. Um, I don't have any problems with T Rock. I don't know what y'all talking about, but yeah, love is love, y'all. Damn, was my shit cut off the whole time? Nah, we still good. We still good. But yo, man, I'm about to get up out of here. I appreciate y'all all tuning in. I was gonna zone into the chat real quick to make sure, I didn't leave any stone unturned. Um, but yes, I want y'all to make sure Mio Trio, Mio Trio, Mio Trio. I don't abuse space. And like I said, you see, it kind of goes to my point on why I feel like people are never satisfied no matter what you do. Cause all day long people was like, "Yo, Fit, we want to hear you say something. We want to hear you speak on the situation. We want to hear you speak on the situation." And as soon as I come on here, people still mad. Like, "Oh, you wasn't doing saying the right things," or like, that's the problem with everybody. Y'all always not satisfied. So it's like, man, I just feel like we just gonna be ourselves and do what the fuck we want to do, and fuck everybody. Real shit. Fuck everybody. Real shit. But I know what the fuck I be doing. I'm the fucking greatest in the whole wide world. I thought it was important to to talk to Math and at least let him know my perspective on it and see his perspective on it and hear him out, and try to figure out what we was doing. But I'm glad that they patched it up. Everything is good. We're on to the next bag. You will see us again, and probably off to some more money. So make sure y'all subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed to my channel already. Make sure you catch my dumb advice live on Caffeine, where we'll be having a live guest pretty much every episode. This Sunday, I'm live and direct with the one and only Dracula, Tay Rock. We gonna talk, vibe it out, and get to the nooks and crannies of all. Damn, I forgot to ask Math the 4 questions. But check out Caffeine, because I always ask every guest, what's the 4 4s? Now, basically, the first one is, what battle rapper do you like for laughs? What battle rapper do you like for bars? What battle rapper do you like for now? And what battle rapper you will always like forever? And I would definitely be asking Tay Rock, so make sure y'all stay tuned. Love is love, everybody. And also, like, when you gotta make like, as somebody who's used to interviewing people, you have to speak to people the way they want to be spoken to in order for you to get the results you need. Just keep that in mind for anybody who needs game. I'm here to give all the game. I'm here to give all the game. All the game. Misfit, murder that motherfucking game. I did 2 interviews in one day. Respect my hustle. Ain't no female rap out here doing what the fuck I do. Ain't no female rap out here doing what the fuck I do. Real shit. I'm out here killing bitches in the battle, killing fucking music on wax. I'm being a recorded artist, a battle rapper, fucking media. I'm part of the best battle rap podcast, my expert opinion, as a co-host. I have my own show, My Dumb Advice. I have my own clothing line, King Quality Clothing. Anybody who's not a fan of Misfit is a fucking hater. Y'all can suck my boop. I gotta get a beep on this. Not just that, I reach out to all my fans. All my fans got my number. Everybody who's a member and part of this membership shit. Obviously, I can't speak to fucking hundreds and thousands of people on my phone, but at the end of the day, I'm doing my work. And the only thing is, I'm not just putting a camera in front of me and talking my shit. No. My setup is impeccable. I strive to have the best audio. I strive to have the best visuals. Come on now. Come on. I'm the fucking GOAT. I'm the motherfucking GOAT. How many times I gotta remind these bitches? I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. And Nicky Jam is a fan of mine. Come on. Come on. Holla at me. Misfit Murder Ad, man. I gotta go. I gotta get into some new work. There's a lot more work that needs to be done. See you when I see you. Peace. Hold it down, Joe Brown.